Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee at BMO Harris Bradley Center.
There he go running his mouth talking back.
Yeah. I always play this game.
Hold on. You're my friend, Boots.
I wish I would brought my my notebook in, so that's why I took it in.
If you didn't bring it.
Hey, push my face. Oh, Zion, I got your pussy, Zion.
Get your legs off the arm of the chair.
Help me.
Your neck is sticky from you acting like a fool.
What?
You look ugly. With boogies up your nose.
Leave him alone.
Zion.
He looks cute to me. You're my friend, Boots.
And your hands are it's hotter than fire. Guess what? So I guess you just got but
See, you just wearing that. Yes, you got it.
huh? Ready for takeoff. What?
Y'all watching James Brown that night?
It was a film.
We ain't watched James Brown in a
I'm
minute.
surprised.
Yes, we did, because we was here, and y'all had it on last week. Don't believe
We
her.
got you in that track, so.
Now let us play the game. Stop being ready.
Let me sit down, sit down.
Zion, what the hell to tell you?
I'm dancing.
Come on, Zion. We can ready to leave in a few minutes so the guy. I'm sorry.
I've been playing this already. I've been playing this since I got home. Oh no! Why are you here? Ready for takeoff. Repeat. Ready for takeoff. I should have figured
That's one of
Ryan.
the racers. I just saw him last night. They played some cartoon and he just was going. Let me see what they playing on Lifetime tonight.
That's why I move my clothes. This is what you do. Get up there and sit down, Zion. Get up there and sit down. You got to
It wasn't no point you take him back there because I'm going to leave.
Well, I'm ready to go too. Got to go to the bathroom.
Mom, it ain't no point in you putting the TV on.
Well, when you get ready to go, you just go.
That's making it worse.
They go when we go.
My bag finally moved back. Look at you.
What time?
I started to cut it again. But to here.
But you know I got to see Noah Jones.
It's just 7 o'clock. He won't come on till 8:30.
Did you get your thing out of Century? Yeah, I said thank you, thank you.
As soon as I walk in the door. Remember, he used to do my hair like this. Look, put it in ponytail. And then twist you like a little kid. I would look so crazy if I put my hair in
You always say I didn't do nothing nice for you when you was a child.
No,
So
I'm
that's
not
why
saying
you.
that's a bad
That's why you
thing.
the way you are.
best mother anybody could ever have.
Welcome.
Leslie too. Let me up every chance you get. Leslie. Sometimes I don't even believe you my mother. I said I'm not. I got you out the trash can.
I was talking about remember you get my
Put a lid on them.
The BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the New York Knicks. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Barnes in the 3 spot. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Indiana.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Thompson with the bucket. We've played just over a minute here in the first. They set the screen. Parker sets the screen for Carter Williams. Middleton outside. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Barnes. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Parker. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Bogut. That's now 8 points for Steph Curry.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Monroe kicks to Middleton. No good. Good D by Thompson.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Barnes can't get it to go.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And he dumps it down.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Thompson outside. Bogut kicks to Green. Thompson from long range. The rebound by the Bucks.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Pass to Middleton. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
Not a good idea to let him get in such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Curry passes to Bogut. 6 to shoot. It's Thompson off the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Thompson's got 5 now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you can see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
Shots good by Middleton.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Curry attacking. Nobody near Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State. Carter Williams against Curry. Parker dishes to Carter Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
That shot wide open. 11 points for Steph Curry.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Curry with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Parker kicks to Middleton. Wide open look. Thompson with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Thompson misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Middleton the pass to Carter Williams. Dishes to Parker. Parker double teamed. And it's Carter Williams that time on the assist by Parker. Carter Williams has got his second basket of the night. Now Curry. 11 points in the game. No good on the triple. Barnes again. Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Right wing. Parker dishes to Monroe. Lays it up and banks it in. Monroe's got his third bucket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Iguodala is checked in for Andrew Bogut. Here's Curry. He's got 11. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Milwaukee in the lead. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up. He can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer. And at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
2 on the clock. Thompson passes to Barnes. That's good.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team compound.
Now here's Monroe. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Green. Clock at 6. The screen from Thompson. 17-foot shot on the way. Outside for Curry. Thompson outside. Here's Barnes. Second shot opportunity. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jabari Parker. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Bayless kicks to Mayo. Inside. Back to Henson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And here is Mayo after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Mayo dishing to Copeland. He kicks it to Henson. And Iguodala comes to help. Good on the shot.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
The Bucks trail. Mayo, the pass to Plumlee. Feeds to Copeland. From 10 feet out. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to Green. And there's the feed to Livingston. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 11 points for Klay Thompson.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Lets the three fly. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Mayo kicks to Henson. Pass to Bayless. In the corner, Mayo with it. Here's Plumlee. 1 quarter in the books, and it... And off we go, a close game. Now starting the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Maurice Spade's out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. Here's Ezeli, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Well, I tell you what, they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
And on a really nice run here. And defensively, you've got to force them to operate in the half court. It allows you to put bodies on bodies. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. Thompson outside. Fires from the wing. And the Warriors get it back. Iguodala's drive. Another shot. No good from space. Bucks trailed by 11. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands out. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for the Warriors. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Mayo dishing to Plumlee. Back to Mayo. The 9-foot shot. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Barbosa. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Henson sends it back. They get it back.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the pass to Bayless. Henson in the post. He's against Azili. Here's Plumlee. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you could see that dunk coming from a mile away. I mean, he lives for those moments.
And so do all of his fans. He doesn't disappoint. Clark, when he's got a clear path to the bucket, he's going to do something, special.
And Kevin, you're right. He definitely had a clear path on that one. Very little defense being played right there.
Just 4 to shoot. Livingston, no luck. And Bayless kicks to Copeland. Now here's Plumlee. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Tipped away. Henson the pass to Mayo. There's the triple. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Warriors leading by 7. In the corner, Iguodala with it. The dish to Livingston. Six on the shot clock. Barbosa for 3. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called, the Bucks. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Here is Bayless. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He feeds it to Henson. Pass to Bayless. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Plumlee attacking. And that one is stuffed right through.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Copeland dishes to Bayless. Mayo kicks to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. With the fadeaway. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Livingston passes to Spates. Dishes to Azili. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now here's Henson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
For Bayless, it was his sixth team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry with it. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Barnes. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his project.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
Passes to Barnes. Outside, Green. Azili kicks to Barnes. Out to Thompson. Parker with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
Thompson dishes to Barnes. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the 3-point shot.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the 3-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Here's Monroe. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Up top, Curry. Carter Williams covering. Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Good chance here for Barnes. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Parker double teamed. It's stolen by Green. Thompson from long range. That's tipped, but they get it back. Curry against Middleton. Curry passes to Thompson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 20 points.
This guy is on pace to have one of the all-time performances if the defense continues to allow him to knock those down.
Now here's Monroe. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Thompson dishes to Barnes. They set the pick. Goes back up. Connects. The jumper drops. Barnes has got 12 points in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Parker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monroe. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists now in the game. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Warriors on top, up by 8. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be getting
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Some fantastic numbers here for Thompson. He has 20 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, and it's Monroe in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Parker passes to Carter Williams. Knocked loose. Here's Barnes. Rips down the breakaway slam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Here's Monroe. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. And that's 17 points for Greg Monroe. Curry against Carter Williams. It's Curry with the drive. That's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 13. Bogut kicks to Curry. Out to Thompson. Tipped away. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Parker double teamed. It's stolen by Curry.
They trapped him on the perimeter. He got shaky, and just like that, they were going the other way.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Bucks trail by 15. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Monroe left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's now 17 points for Steph Curry.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
Still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Green, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Parker with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. It's stolen by Bogut. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That's his third foul of the game. Warriors leading by 14. Curry passes to Thompson. Bogut kicks to Curry. Feeds it to Green. Stolen by Monroe.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Curry can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Antetokounmpo up top. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Carter Williams. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 12. Outside Curry. They get it back. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. Out to Parker. The feed to Middleton. Screen by Monroe. The 11-footer. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Green with a screen on Middleton. Barbosa gets the bucket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bucks trail by 12. Bayless the pass to Henson. He kicks to Mayo. And the shot falls short this time. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Barbosa. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. No good on the three. The Bucks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Copeland. He dishes it to Henson. Kicks to Bayless. And stolen by Spates. Here's Iguodala. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Mayo. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
my goodness.
right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games,
Yeah.
and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Stolen away. Barbosa kicks to Livingston. And there's the pass to Green. Five on the clock. 9 feet out. And that one's good. Green's got 5. Now Bayless. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been get down now to just 12 on the basket from Henson.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now here's Green. He has 5. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down. Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And so he hits both.
Looking at the numbers for John Henson, he's got 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Green, the screen. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here is Plumlee, following the score by Golden State. That's good. Copeland's got his second bucket tonight. Warriors leading by 12. Here is Livingston. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. And Leandro Barbosa, the bucket on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bayless, the pass to Mayo. Shoots. Bayless's shot is off.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Ripped away. One-on-one here. Here's Mayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Mayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
Aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
This is Ely. He's jacked in for the Warriors. 1:05 left to play in the third. Here is Livingston. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barbosa. It's stolen by Mayo. Here's Copeland. There's the dish to Plumlee. And Henson kicks to Copeland. Plumlee, the pass to Henson. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Here is Livingston. Iguodala, right side. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is got down to 11 on the bucket for Mayo. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Iguodala. Ezeli is out there with Maurice Spates. And there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in the two-guard spot. And Henson kicks to Bayless. Iguodala with the steal. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
It's tipped and stolen by Spates. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Warriors leading by 13. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Bayless dishes to Copeland. Henson the pass to Plumlee. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You look at what Plumlee has done so far. He's got 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Plumlee hits them both. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Ezeli. To the right side. Here's Livingston. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 13. Livingston's gone 2 of 3 from the field. And Bayless kicks to Plumlee. It's picked off. Down low. Iguodala. And he banks in the layup. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Bayless dishes to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Bayless. The Warriors pull it in. Ezeli's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Curry passes to Barnes. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 15. And Copeland kicks to Plumlee. Here's Copeland. He feeds it to Henson. To the middle. Here's Bayless. The shot is off. Curry with the defensive effort.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task, stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
From deep three-point range, another miss by Curry.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Parker dishes to Carter Williams. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo passes to Carter Williams. Tries it from the top of the key. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Warriors leading by 15.
Hey, watch Curry, watch Curry.
Outside Curry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically. 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gifts, watch out. Watch out.
Curry, good.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Curry against Carter Williams. Dishes it to Middleton. It's tipped. And Monroe kicks to Parker. In the corner, Middleton with it. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization. And I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Monroe. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Curry's shot is off. Bucks trail by 20. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. Curry with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Top of the key. Outside, Green. Feeds it to Curry. Back to Green. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Parker outside. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Here's Barnes. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 6th rebound on the night. The feed to Carter Williams. Back to Monroe. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Curry attacking. Out to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Monroe right side. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Middleton. He kicks to Carter Williams. Just 3 to shoot. The drive by Monroe. That's good.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Monroe. He's got 24 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Parks, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Andrew Bogut. Goes up on the wing. They get it again. Here's Iguodala. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And stolen by Barnes. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Timeout called the Bucks.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
Outside for Carter Williams. Monroe outside. In the corner, Middleton with it. Just 5 to shoot. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes.
Curry's open.
Curry against Carter Williams. Green with a screen for Curry. And here's Iguodala outside. And another 3 for Golden State. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Carter Williams, the pass to Middleton. Curry brings the double. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Boy, a lot of points off their turnovers this quarter. Way too many.
And the game would be an entirely different story if they would take better care of the basketball.
From outside the arc, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the two-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Curry. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. For three, Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Parker dishes to Carter Williams. Looney passes to Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.